Hello, I want to invite you to my video. My name is Wolfgang from Germany. My English is not so good, but I try my best, and my subject is electromagnetic torture, and I started about 1 year ago in my own language, in German. But I decided it is not enough because we are in Germany about 80 million people, maybe some Austrian people from Switzerland. Together we are maybe 120 million people. In English million means billion. I'm sorry. So 120 billion people, and as I heard from Deborah Tavares, she has an own website. I would like to recommend you to go on this website. I show you just and then I say what she said, okay? Deborah Tavares has a website. It's called stopthecrime.net. So, and what she said is that there are worldwide 1,000, maybe million people who are under torture, also in China, in the US, in Europe, you can say in all developed countries. And this is the reason why I must say this in English language, even if I don't speak so good. But okay, it is important that you learn how you can defend yourself from this electromagnetic torture. And there's so much shit and disinformation out there in the web, even from the other side, that they don't want that we cannot protect ourselves. So they have a lot of perps, penetrators, people who make disinformation. I don't know the word. In American language, I think trolls, or even false flag operation. That you think they are victims, but they are not. They are just putting their disinformation inside the net that you can't find a way out. So maybe you think I'm also one of these guys, but I'm not. I promise you. You will see it if you do these things I recommend you. So again, Deborah Tavares, she had found a paper, or her research team. So they found a special NASA paper. It's called "The Future's Now." And in this NASA document there is a list or a short description of all the weapons that they use on us. So this is a war, a worldwide war for installing the New World Order. And you may think, what is this all about? And why is it me? Why they have chosen me? So I did nothing wrong, and they torture me. Nobody is helping me. There's the police doesn't help, and the law, you can't find a law, or the court is not interested, or the politicians, they don't answer your letters. So it's a worldwide phenomenon that targeted individuals, they are standing alone, and they must help themselves. There's no other way. So if I say help themselves, I don't mean violence. That would be a silly thing to do. This is what they're waiting for. If you take a weapon or you threat your neighbor, you know your neighbor is using devices against you, and you take a gun and shoot him, so that will bring you into jail. And they don't care if you shoot your neighbor. They don't care. They say, okay, one man, one woman less, well, we don't care. So we have him, so put him in jail. They don't care if you even kill your neighbor. Doesn't matter to them, because this is endgame. They don't care about lives, mankind. There's one monument, maybe you have heard about it, I will tell you. And it is the Georgia Guidestones. It's in the state of Georgia in America. And it looks like this. There are stones, and there are 10 laws on it, written in several languages, and I read you in English. The first goal on the stones is maintain humanity under 500 billion in perpetual balance with nature. Yeah, well, that means just kill 90% of whole mankind worldwide. I show you. So you may ask yourself, okay, they depopulate, they try to depopulate and kill, but what is this torture about? Yeah, I can give you only a short answer. It is difficult to say. Even this video should not take too long. I mean, this introduction, this is an introduction. It should not take too long, because I want to show you things that helps you out of the torture, of the pain. So I only speak it in short words. There is evil force in this world. You can call it the dark or the Antichrist, and it is in the Bible said. The Bible is written 2000 years ago, and there's a prophecy in the Bible that there will come a time when the evil and the God will have a fight. It's the final fight. It seems that we are right in it. And this evil dark force, it was, some people call it Satan, or the snake, or the dark. It was founded first in Babylon and shifted to Rome, and now it's still Rome. And people think, well, there are big power countries like the USA, but there are no nations, there are no borders, there are no governments. There's only one world government, and it's located in Rome, especially the Jesuit order. It's not the Pope anymore. The Pope has lost his power, and now it's a Jesuit order, and I can only give you the names of 3 gentlemen, and if you want to go further, you can see their videos. I only can give you these short words, because I want to concentrate on this subject, electromagnetic torture, so I give you the names and you can research by your own. So, to give you an answer, what is this cruel torture about? It is an old Babylon ritual ritual, satanic ritual, that they want to worship Satan, and as much as they can, they even kill children, babies, and they torture people to death to make Satan happy. This is what they believe. This is important to know, and it has nothing to do with humanity. It's the end of humanity. It's the end of Christianity. And I want now start how to defend, how you can go back into the light, step out of the dark, and get rid of the pain and the torture this modern Inquisition put on you. It is the same Inquisition like in the Middle Age, but with modern technique. And this modern technique I will explain in further videos, but now I don't have so much time. I don't want to make it too long. I think about 40 minutes for one video is enough. So I go now to these films I have loaded up. There was one man in America, in the United States of America. His name in YouTube is Look Out for Charlie, and this man saved my life. I can say that, and I own your country that I explain you a little bit more about the technique, so you can easily defeat this technique if you know how it works. So, but now I go into this movie from Look Out for Charlie. It is called The End of Electronic Harassment, Ending of Targeting. Harassment is a little bit, yeah, it is not harassment, it is torturing, and it can lead to death if you don't defend yourself. So harassment is a little bit, yeah, it's too soft, but okay, they call it electronic harassment, so yeah, maybe this is just a film title, but the things that he said, Look Out for Charlie, are absolute right. You have to try it. So when I start now with his methods and telling you a little bit how it worked, when I tried his methods, that was maybe 3 years ago when I was under strong attack. I'm now 3.5 years targeted individual, and so I survived it, and I'm sure you will also survive it. First of all, you have to take a bath. You need a bath tube, not a shower. You need a bath tube. When you make baths every day with Epsom salt, I show you how it looks like. It is Epsom salt is a mixture between magnesium and sulfate, so that is it's a chemical molecule, if you like, and I show you how it looks. It is like salt, a little bit, the corn's a little bit bigger. It looks like salt, it's white, and it must be pure. So you have to take half a kilo, and I was looking in your measurement, it is 1 pound. It's about 1 pound for one bath tube. And why is it that you have to take this bath? It is because you have more gallons inside. I'm sure you heard about it. More gallons are artificial life form. It's a fiber, and it's under your skin. There are two parts of your skin. It is on the top there's epidermis, sorry, and under this there's a dermis. And these morgellons, they are used for the torture because they can receive energy from outside, from these devices your neighbor has sometimes, or even from cars. If you are in a city, in downtown, you may recognize that there are cars following you, but you can't see anybody who's shooting at you with a directed energy weapon. It's not necessary. It is working like a magnet, and they have inside the car a device that produces scalar waves, electromagnetic waves, and I will explain you in further videos, but now for this moment it is enough to tell you that they don't need a gun to point at you. It is working with magnetic waves, and they hit you under your skin. They hit your morgellons, and these morgellons, they have an ability to store the energy, and then they give up photons to your body cells, and this the result is the tremendous pain. It is a big pain, and I show you now a picture from a morgellon. It's a schema. It's schematic. It's not a photo. But if you go into internet picture search, Google picture, and you type in morgellon, you see many pictures. Most of them are fibers, red fibers, blue fibers, black fibers, white fibers. They have all special function, or they have a purpose. These colors I will tell you later, but now just a short picture, or just one picture. I mean, this is a morgellon under your skin. I know it looks like fantasy. You may think somebody has made a fantasy game, and it is not true. But I can tell you it is true. You can find the real pictures of a morgellon when you Google it. So I explain you how this morgellon works. It is a body. It is an artificial life form. First of all, there are small particles in the air. Airplanes drop out these small fibers by chemtrails. So if you are still asking yourself, are these condense stripes or not, you should ask yourself what is already in your body, because it's not condense stripes. No, there are some different things in these chemtrails, many more. What the main weapon they use against us, it's morgellons, and they spray it worldwide. If this small pieces comes down from sky, you can in the night you can take your light, and you see sometimes in the night you see this dust. Even if there's no street, no car traffic, even if you are on a field with no street, so that can't be from a car or from car traffic, it is falling down, this dust. You inhale it into your lungs, and then it composes, then it goes into your bloodstream, and inside the bloodstream it's composing this polymer fibers, pieces into long fibers, and then they melting together to these bodies, and they wandering under your skin, so into the dermis, and you can't clean it out with soap. Don't try to take soap and rub your skin. It makes no sense. It is deep in your dermis, so it is maybe 1, 2, 3 millimeters from this layer, this epidermis layer from the surface. So it's deep in your skin, and this is the reason why you have to make the bath with this Epsom salt, because Epsom salt goes into your skin and hit these Morgellon bodies, and you can even improve with soda. In Germany we have this. I know in the US you call it baking soda. It's a yellow package and it's called baking soda. You put maybe 1 or 2 package, you add it to the Epsom salt, and you improve the power of killing these Morgellons. Don't take more than 2 because soda dries out your skin, so don't take too much. It is maybe, I don't know, it is, yeah, it's, I don't know what you have in America. It is less than that. Don't take the same amount like 1 pound. It should only, I don't know. You have to try what your skin, what is good for your skin, what is not. If you take too much, you dry out your skin. So, and the first few days you will see nothing. It takes a long time until this Epsom salt and the soda goes down, and if they are weakened enough, if you do it every day, you must do it every day. If you do it only 1 or twice in a week, it is not enough. So after a few weeks they come out, and you see in the bath tube these fibers, red, blue, black, and you think this is not your hair, it is artificial, and if they are swimming in your bath tube, then they are dead. And you will recognize that the torture and the pain declines. It declines because these small animals, they catch their energy from outside. They have antennas, and they have one ability: they can copy your DNA, and they need to copy your DNA because your DNA is well protected. It is, you know, this double helix. Every cell in our body has this double helix, and it's well hidden. It is it's curled around histones, and then it's another time curled around other cell parts. I don't know even what the name is in English. I can't say it. I'm sorry. But normally you can't hit it from the outside. Our body's signal. Yeah, I must explain that our cells have a own communication. In school we learn there's a brain, there's a nervous system, and the brain controls everything, and the nervous system is made to give the orders to the body parts, but it's not true. I mean, it's true, but it's only the half of the truth. The other truth is that our cells have a own communication between each other, and they use this helix as an antenna to send informations inside your body, and they give you this energy from outside, and this Morgellon interrupt or damage your cell communication. This is what the pain causes. This is the reason for the pain you feel. Or even they use our DNA helix to push electrons on it, so you have electric currency in your body, and there's no other way. You have to get rid of this, and there are people, they say, yeah, you have to shield yourself and you have to buy a copper roof or whatever. It makes no sense. If you still have this Morgellons inside you, there will never be end of pain. I can say that. But in spite of this, even if you start with this Epsom salt, you need maybe some shielding, and I can say for myself I have still shielding, because sometimes I have special attacks, for example on my heart, and I build some devices that are good for protecting my heart. It is I can just show you. Well, yeah, I think I do this, and then I go on with this other things Look Out for Charlie was telling in his film. Okay, but now this special heart shielding I built by my own. It is copper. You see, this is copper, and I connect it with screws. So you have always a pair of screws in front, and you overlapping this copper plates, yeah. And these are 3 plates, and every time I have a attack on my heart, so in my apartment, I just put it around me, and then I have some other screws here and some holes, and I put it through, and then I put some screws in it, so there are 4 screws for fixing it, and this is very comfortable, because if this electromagnetic wave tries to hit my heart, it goes around, so that helps against the pain. It is quite an easy method, but of course it is not enough. You have to put out this Morgellons, and you will recognize that this is not, you don't need it so often anymore. So since I got rid of this Morgellons, so I need it not so much anymore. But of course I put it on in the night, because in the night when I'm laying, I don't move and I don't walk, so they usually put some devices over my bed, so the apartment above me is full with this electronic devices, and yeah, why nobody helps me? Yeah, the police says they can't do anything. There's no proof, there's no reason to go into this apartment. Well, I think that many TIs make this experience. Well, okay, that was for heart protecting, and you can easily build yourself some protection with copper plates. Uh, Another thing you have to do is to protect your um, your brain. There's one place they prefer to go into your brain. I show it here. It is where this reptilian brain is. I show you on a picture. Where's my finger? This is the back side of your head, and it is called the small brain or reptilian brain. This is the center of your nervous system, and if they hit you here, they can give you pain all along your spine. Your whole nervous system goes down the back, and they can give you much pain. So it is useful to protect this in a special way. For example, in the day I have this cap, and in the back there's a small magnet, and this magnet can a little bit disturb this scalar wave. I will explain later. And so that gives a little bit protection, but for the night I have something special I show you. It is from leather. So I built this. It is I think it's from cow or beef. I don't know. Well, maybe it's pork. And I just put it. I just put it here, and I have made some expanders here so that this is more safe, or you can even take it is waxed tissue. You can even take this. So if you have a waxed tissue from a raincoat, and this is covered, that helps a lot. But in the night I need special equipment, because the fact that in the night you can't move, you can't escape, that needs a special equipment, and I show you. This is also made from leather. I have a stripe of leather over my eyes, because they use also the eyes as a gate to come into your brain. So, and the back is protected as well with a. So I have a stripe. So I just made it here, a bandage, so right on this critical point. And for the eyes, if I want to go to bed, I first I clap it, and if I'm laying, then I clap it over my eyes. So and I feel much more better in the morning, because this is good protection for my brain. I would like to go to the other things. Look out for Charlie said. I'm just watching how many time is left. yeah, I think I go to the other points. Look out for Charlie said. Um, he said potassium iodide is important. It's true. I will load up a film how to make your own potassium iodide solution. It is I prefer a solution potassium iodide and iodide pure. Why? This artificial life form is a bacteria or a fungus. I don't know exactly. It is created in a laboratory, and you can kill it by iodide or potassium iodide, and you put it on your skin. Don't believe this shit that iodide is a danger or it's damaging you. It's the opposite. Opposite. We have a lack. We have a lack of iodide. They know it, and you have to refill your iodide in your body. It can makes you some pain because you have to replace this fluor into your cells, and even if you have amalgam fillings into your teeth, it can set out this mercury, so that can make some problems. You must replace your fillings. If you have still amalgam fillings, it is a permanent source for mercury, and mercury damage your nervous system. This is a system they target. So if you have still mercury in your body, you have to move it out. It's important. So if you take potassium iodide or iodide, you will even feel worse, but it can be because of this mercury in your body. It comes, if you take a lot of iodide, the mercury comes free from your cells, and then it goes into your brain, and that can give you some problems, some pain. But there are methods to avoid this, and I will tell you later. Now let's go on with Look Out for Charlie. He said lime sulphur dip. I show it to you. This is important. You spray it under your shower. So you have to buy something like this, and you mix it with water. It is written how much water. Don't take it pure. It is you can take a drop on your skin, but only one drop, and then you will feel a little bit better, because it fights all this artificial organism in your body they use for torture you. It sounds crazy. There are also many other organisms inside us we don't know. It's not only the organisms. I give you another example, also from Look Out for Charlie. This is a block spot. This is Look Out for Charlie's block spot. You should go there and see what is on his block spot. If you go there, you see, for example, this. This is a small animal. It is in our eye fluid, so it is swimming on our eyes. It can take energy, maybe even light, and transform it into body signals. So the light comes into your eyes, and then, or the energy from this torture devices, it comes into your eyes, and then this animal glues. It sends out photons. You can't see it because it's not visual light. It is our DNA signal is ultraviolet rays, not X-rays. X-rays is much higher. So if somebody says, radiation, don't think about X-rays. It is always rays in our body frequency, and our DNA signals are made, or they send ultraviolet frequencies. I show you it to make it clear. Here you see the visual light. It is I marked it blue. So the visual light, the colors, you know, red, yellow, blue, green, ultraviolet, and if you go higher frequency, it's a little bit above. Then you have ultraviolet frequency. It's electromagnetic wave, but you can't see it. So that was a short explanation. So if you are under the shower and a little bit of this goes into your eyes, it burns like hell. You shouldn't do that, but I experienced when I did, my brain was free. That is going on my eyes, and it's of course it kills all these small floaters. They are always in my eye. But don't don't open your eyes if you spray this under the shower. You should not do this. Anyway, this Limie Sulphur Dip, it is going on your skin. It is good against fungus and molds. As Lookout for Charlie found out, they put some mold and fungi in our body, and they produce electrolytes like mangan oxide, and that can use for sending electrodes over your skin, in your body, and this is good against fungi and mold. Another thing he said is, well, I think that's it. He said a lot of other things. I tried to get his paper. Well, this is what I printed out from his blog. He said also borax. Yes, borax is another anti-fungicide. Borax and Betonite clay. I have it also. I prefer these capsules because the problem, if you are TI, you have gang stalkers, and if I have this powder and I leave it in my apartment, they put some other things in it. So yeah, I have these capsules and I take every day one. Yeah. So this is Betonite powder. It is good for clean your body, to clean your body of heavy metals. Well, I think I tell a little bit more about the methods from of Lookout for Charlie, and then I will end this video. Lime sulphur dip, Epsom salt, Betonite clay, organic apple cider vinegar. Yes, apple vinegar. Every day 1 shot. It helps. You can even put it in your mouth and inhale, even in your lungs. They are more gallons.